come back to Avi. You were talking about the closing process, and I think
Yeah.
that that's something that everybody who has gotten into the space and anybody who's thinking about getting in the space deals with pretty consistently. Can you just talk about your experience of how that went, and maybe compare that to previous experiences that you've had?
Sure. Yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, we were talking a little bit about this. Every deal is different, right? And even though like you can evaluate this laundromat and the next one and the third one, they all have washing machines and dryers. That is consistent. But there's so many different factors. The lease that they have with the landlord and the landlord interactions, how they report their revenue or their expenses, and so like how that translates in due diligence to try to be able to verify the information, which ultimately, unless you are private equity coming in with cash, we're using, you're going to get a loan from a bank. And so it's different how I feel about it than how I can demonstrate to a bank that you should loan money on this, right? And so everybody's going to come out that differently depending on your financial vehicles. But the first one that we acquired, we signed with the seller in probably a week, right, Amy? I mean, he was hot to get out of it, and I think we saw, we shook his hand on the sidewalk after he called his wife. It was like that. It was that easy. And then here we are. It's in a shopping center where there's a single family that owns it, and it was just incredibly difficult to get an assignment of the lease, right, and to get the right amount of term that we needed, because we knew we were going to retool it, and so. That is what made it take so long. We had the financing, we had everything lined up, and then we just had to keep delaying closing and closing and closing until we could get an acceptable lease with the landlord. Which I think honestly in that example, it didn't expect it to be the problem, because that was the last thing that we thought was going to be the problem in that store. If you look at that across other deals, I would say that's probably one of the biggest things to look out for, making sure that you have the right amount of term, or you can go get it, or you can engage with the landlord that's active. We've looked at other deals where it's been no problem, and we've looked at deals where, it took us several weeks in between responses from the landlord. So I think that is a watch out. As we got into this, we were trying to decide, are we going to go be the business that's always going to acquire the property or going to lease the properties, and we're opportunistic. So I think we're opportunistically going to evaluate that. But I'll tell you what, the lease is obviously very important, and it's a big pain, and it has been a big pain in almost every deal that we've looked at. And if I was going to compare that to the past, the advantage of private equity is you have the money and you can do whatever you want. Right. And so, you come in with an all cash deal, like you don't have anyone to answer to except for yourself. And so as Amy and I underwrite these deals, we're not going to do something that we don't believe makes sense, but we've got another partner in this. In this case, it's the bank. Maybe for you or for another interested party, it's a silent partner or an active partner. And so we've got to find that sweet spot between getting the right bank valuation and the amount of cash we want to put into the deal and getting it across the finish line. And there's definitely stipulations in there that you got to make sure you overcome.
The other learning that I heard in that was, if they shake your hand too fast and they say yes too quickly, there's probably something else that's going to come through there. It's too good to be true. It probably is, right? One of those.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're absolutely right there.
There's a reason he was trying to get out quickly, but but I think it's like you said, right? Like, the business isn't for everybody. And so you gotta be in it to work and to go and do, and to think through these things and be intentional with the decisions you make. And all of those things add up to creating a better laundry experience. Amy, I love your term, a better laundry day, right?
Yeah.
Like just creating a better laundry day for everybody.